we interrupt the internet with breaking news. This just in, Dunkin looked at large coffee and said, coward. A Komodo dragon got surprise plush toy takeout from a gang of macaques. And paleontologists found a crow-sized dinosaur, which means Jurassic Park finally made a budget model. Good evening, everyone. Unless the sun came up, now you're allowed to day drink. Welcome to the show. I am Bob, and I'm here to fight the news. But the news came in double-fisting caffeine and yelling, "This is a hydration issue." We begin tonight with coffee news, because apparently cups were just a phase. Dunkin is testing giant 48-ounce drink buckets at select stores in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. And yes, that is apparently a real sentence in the year 2026. A bucket of coffee is such an aggressive way to start the day. That's not breakfast, that's a hostage negotiation with your eyelids. 48 ounces? That's the kind of drink you order when your calendar says meetings, but your soul says witness protection. And I love that it doesn't fit in a cup holder. Of course it doesn't. Cup holders were built for hope. This drink was built for consequences. Also, Dunkin testing this in Massachusetts and New Hampshire feels right. Those are two states that would absolutely look at a bucket and say, yeah, coffee goes in there. Somewhere, a regular medium iced coffee is looking up at this thing like, I guess I'm a Capri Sun now. The news takes round one after unveiling the first coffee that requires forearm training. Coming up next, reptiles, plush toys, and a sentence no zookeeper wanted to write down. Our next story proves monkeys should never be allowed to pitch ideas unsupervised. At the Singapore Zoo, a Komodo dragon named Mario swallowed plush toys after macaques tossed them into his enclosure and vets had to retrieve them. First of all, macaques are nature's internet trolls. They saw a Komodo dragon minding his business and said, let's see if he eats a stuffed animal. This is pure sibling behavior. That's not wildlife. That's a group chat with tails. And poor Mario. Imagine being a giant prehistoric lizard and ending up at the vet because somebody pranked you into eating plushies. That's humiliating. That's the reptile version of going to the ER because you believed a TikTok hack. Also, his name is Mario, which somehow makes it funnier because now it sounds less like a dangerous incident and more like, Mamma mia, not again. Meanwhile, the macaques are probably watching from a tree like tiny, furry podcast hosts. Today's episode, can we emotionally destabilize a dragon with stuffed merchandise? Bob claws back into the fight with a strong showing against airborne toy warfare. The score is tied, and the news is now being reviewed by zoo security and several deeply disappointed gift shops. Up next, a dinosaur discovery that answers the question, what if Jurassic Park had a travel-size edition? Researchers announced a well-preserved skeleton of one of the world's smallest known dinosaurs. A crow-sized dinosaur called, I'm not even going to pronounce that name. A crow-sized dinosaur is incredible because it means the prehistoric world also had one weird little guy. We always picture dinosaurs as giant monsters stomping around, but apparently one of them was basically a haunted chicken with ambition. Crow size is such a funny measurement too. Not feet, not meters, just imagine a bird. Now make it older and meaner. And you know that dinosaur had attitude. Anything that small surviving around giant predators had to walk around like, Say something. I dare you. I know where you sleep, Argentinosaurus. And this really lowers the barrier for dinosaur movies. I don't need a park now anymore. I need a backyard, a flashlight, and one extremely nervous bag of birdseed. The news opens up a lead with a dinosaur so small it could lose a fight to a backpack zipper, yet still somehow terrifies science. Bob is hanging in there, but the headlines have discovered range. And now the bonus round. 3 rapid-fire stories too weird to be trusted individually. A monkey that looked like Marcel from Friends was found hanging out in a Missouri garage before being reunited with its owner. 8 lesser flamingos were born at the Fort Worth Zoo, which sounds less like animal news and more like a jazz ensemble opening for Bruno Mars. AP reports more young people are getting into analog hobbies like needlework and mahjong to escape their phones, which means the hottest new app is apparently Quilt. Bob steals a few points with monkeys in garages, baby flamingos, and a full retreat from screens into grandmother core. Unfortunately, the news still has the lead, and it smells blood in the water. What did we learn today? Coffee no longer comes in cups, and now comes in construction materials. Macaques will prank a Komodo dragon just to see what happens, which honestly explains a lot about the planet. Some dinosaurs were not giant apex predators. Some were just angry little weirdos with excellent branding. And if modern life gets any more stressful, we're all one bad week away from ordering a Dunkin bucket and learning needlepoint. And that's the ball game. The news wins again, fueled by bucket coffee, plush toy, reptiles, and prehistoric fun-sized menace. Bob put up a fight, but tonight the headlines wanted it more. Until next time, good night, stay weird, and if someone hands you a coffee in a bucket, check whether it comes with a permit.